Yeah, where was I? Yeah, damn. Um, yeah, I totally forgot what I wanted to say. Sorry. Um, hmm, yeah, I don't remember something. Said something about the sacrifices and yeah. Anyway, what is all this here? Are those like astronomy, astrology symbols? Some magic. Please don't let it be botany. Nope.
The shadow. It's close now.
It's always close. Hmm. Always botany. What about you? Can't even touch it. Stone slabs? Okay. The shattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and it fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Ooh, I would love to know who wrote that, but I'm pretty sure it's Brandenburg. So it is about love. Is it? Yeah, this must be Brandenburg. Research. The incident with Wilhelm. Okay, that's where he like killed him off. So this is his goal? He wants to see his love again? Well, that's quite trivial. Sorry, but I know it's not. It's really not for the one who is in love. But I thought it was like world domination or something. Which is also sort of trivial in horror games. By the way, this is what I think. There's always a taste when you play horror games. A certain taste of a feeling that it is unreal, and I think it is because the horror is not trivial enough, as odd as that might sound when you hear this, but it's because, you know, in a sense a horror game is, since all those creatures don't exist in real life, well, most people believe that anyway, but it can only mimic certain feelings, like fear, for example. And fear in real life normally has no story attached to it. Fear in normal life, or sadness, or despair, or whatever, it's way more trivial in normal life. It just comes out of the blue and fucks you up, you know? This is how life works. It surprises you. And only later then you apply a story to it. You try to give it meaning and make sense of it, and that's where humans like to create a story, right? So that's what I mean by fear, and many things, by the way, are way more trivial in real life. They don't come with a whole narrative attached to it, and like even if you watch the news, which I guess some of them consider themselves to be neutral, but even they, you can detect, no matter whatever you think in which direction it is leaning, but you can detect certain methods that are used in storytelling as well, like creating an arc, or you know, creating wanting to send a certain message or an image. And even if you take the raw facts alone, you are still sending a message just by the way you present them, the facts that you choose, the how can I say that, the frame that you build, right? Because you only have so much time to tell what you want to tell, so you have to filter the facts and decide what you present. So interesting. Yeah, but that's not how life works. Life is just there, and then something happens and you wonder why, and try to make sense of it later. Because yeah, we're part of this thing, and we cannot like see the whole big picture. The pedestal has a smooth hemispherical depression at the top, so it needs an orb, huh? It's humming. Dead. So this is at least how I feel when as much as I like playing horror games, not always, but often enough, this is what, yeah, you know, if you wanted to make a horror game that is like life, you basically would have to make a game and don't tell the user what kind of genre it is. And of course, as soon as one has played the game, he will tell everybody else, and then there's the internet, and so you take everything out of it. But that is, if you wanted to imitate the dread and horror that happens in real life, like if you lose a loved one or whatever, that if you want to recreate that feeling of sadness, and or I don't know, someone threatens you, such things, right? Those are things that can terrify you if there's a real threat. Yeah, you would have to, I don't know, you'll have to have to sell the game in all countries at the same time, and after one day it is like wasted. You'd have to say, I won't tell you what genre it is. Maybe it's drama, maybe it's comedy, and at first everything is normal, and only after a while you'll figure out, you know, you see a dead person somewhere, and you think maybe, ooh, maybe it's a murder mystery case or whatever, and then suddenly a monster appears. So this would kind of imitate the suddenness and the helplessness that people sometimes feel, and uh, would make it a little more overwhelming. Like in real life, that's kind of what happens, right? It's terrible things throw you off balance, basically. I mean, look at it. Look at it this way: if you'd really murder as many people as you do in action games or even in normal RPGs, you're basically a mass murderer. Think about what that would do to your psyche, to your mind. You would be like a maniac by default, right? This is not. Even though the games are pretending that you're normal, you're really not. This is not how your mind would adapt mm, to the circumstances. Like, if you would experience as much horror as this character is experiencing.
Is this your time witnessing Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
I wonder if he's talking to us now. So yeah. At least this game has a mechanic that tries to emulate that aspect with the sanity, right? And I loved the game for that. There were way too few games that do that. Yeah. But like if you'd play through most games, you'd go nuts in real life. So what do we have? A one bucket filled with sticky tar. Can we combine? Nope. He just wants me to throw the meat somewhere. Well, I gotta focus a little more. What's up there? Look at the strange, I don't even know what it is. Pillar. That's a strange construction and architecture. There's not much there to interact with.
Help her. Find a way.
Everybody's talking to me, or am I just talking to myself? Alright. So it's quite peaceful in here. Yet. Maybe we should just destroy things. No? I could... No, we haven't investigated this altar fully. Come again? You have to carry on. That drove me insane. Speaking of simulating insanity. What? I don't get it. So this place is... yeah, no good at all. Man, it's really draining. Holy shit. And that's Order of the Black Eagle. That doesn't help, just standing next to it. Maybe I have to look at it. Does that make you feel better, Daniel? Okay. It's just an altar. No need to freak out. This looks like a little medieval, or maybe it's from Algier. That armor. It's like a soldier's armor, like a desert warrior style. So last time that happened with the insanity, at least I could move a little bit towards the light, but this time it went way quicker than the last time. Well, my guess is this is deadly, right? I guessed right. Okay, now we're hurt and insane. It's barely playable this way. I don't know. Bucket of tar? Oh! We could pour it inside. Interesting. This is where you assemble the orb, I see. But we haven't even seen one piece of the orb yet. How does it even look like? How would it look like? Were those stone slabs on the wall? Were those pieces of the orb? They didn't look round to me. Can I grab those? No. Oh, damn letter.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
There are only like a few days between that escalation there. Between his first murder and the time where he's just talking to Brandenburg lines, and then 12. So where does all that hatred suddenly come from? I wonder if he's under some sort of influence or spell, maybe from the orbs. I mean, it was said that they have a tendency to drive people insane, so we have to wonder in what way that happens. Beside the obvious, you collapsing, and that being you collapsing on the floor and just giving up. How would I enter here? Good shape, no use. Cannot use. Okay. So this is a dead end? Only the ladder is here? Find her. Well, I'm trying, dude. I don't even know if I want to find her. I don't know. Did I miss something back there? Let's check out our mementos again. Mystic barrier blocks the passage in the chancel. The pedestal in the chancel has a depression in it that could fit an orb. Are heavy doors blocking the path? Agrippa, the dying man, seeks a note written by a man named Johann Weyer. We haven't found that yet as well. An orb is needed to the inner sanctum. Its shattered pieces lie scattered in the torture rooms. 2 levers on top of the floor are not working. Torture rooms. Those should be here, right? Carefully cutting the man open made him think. This is how father must feel about his craft. Being an artist and relying on one's skill to perform something so delicate grants a certain form of pride. Yeah, he has lost all morals. He doesn't even think about it anymore. He's just gutting people. With no remorse. Killing them. So where's my orb? Orb? I don't see any orb. Those are just prison cells, not torture chambers. Am I right? Yeah. I don't know. Let's ask Agrippa. Nope. Yeah. If he's even still alive.
How are things coming?
Not
You're
good.
a good boy, Dad. And I appreciate your compliment.
Okay, he's
But I
repeating
believe
himself.
you have more important things to take care of.
Probably connected to the machinery up here.
You should hurry, Dad. No time for sitting around.
Let's see how far we can backtrack. Well, that is usually not a good idea, but...
You're a good boy, Dad. And
Good boy.
I appreciate your compliment. But I believe you have more important things.
Can we use the hammer here? Nope. Cannot. Also sanity. We're a little better. Just by staying away from terrible things, I guess, we're better. So this is where we started. Oh, look at that. I missed that. I'm stuck on some rocks. That's a huge ass spider, my friend. Interesting. Why is there no light here anyway? Oh, those are the stairs. Let's see. Did I miss something here? More spiders. That's what I missed. 4. Oh, that's alright.
Who are you to question me?
At least we're still hearing voices. We could even go back down the ladder. I wonder if that would work. Yeah. No, it has to be in the new area. Or maybe not. Less than half. Okay. So we put it to good use now. Something is wrong, but what? It has no power, right? What about that valve? Probably already tried that. Just for fun, let's try to use the ladder one more time. The ladder broke during the ascent. It is not possible to climb back down it. So, and the door here is closed. There were so many doors that were just closed. Right at the beginning there was a door we could not go through. Well, at least it's cutting us off, so that we don't waste any more time than necessary while backtracking. We do need to backtrack at some point in order to get that machine working up there, but I guess it's not now. There's a laboratory there. Okay, so laboratory. I think we have to find the torture chamber somehow.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for
One of
sitting
those passageways can be opened. It cannot be opened from here, but from where? And up there are only prison cells as well, right? Yeah. I mean, I've been through all of them. Let's waste one more. Well, no, this is the old man. And we're back here at the chancel. It had gone too far. The man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil. Rose oil. Displeased. Okay. They talk more and more about that Damascus oil rose oil now that causes amnesia. Okay, let's try this all one more time. I don't think there's anything on this side. There are basically 4 parts in this center structure there. The freaking altar, we can almost not even go near it. Let's look at the stone slabs one more time. Yeah. Do they tell us something? That's grain, maybe? I don't know. No idea what those symbols mean. Crying baby? Okay. Can we manipulate something here? Oh, we can put stuff on there. That's interesting. Small guy, gold guy, big guy. Satisfied? Yeah, didn't think so. What about those symbols? This is the moon, I guess. And well, don't ask me. A pentagram? I don't know, guys. Give me a hint. Madness awaits. Is there a clue in here? No. Cannot even put anything on there. Did I try to put some meat on there? No. What about here? Down here, nothing. Maybe I should just try to run through the electric thing there. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea, right? What about this room? There was just that ladder here, but you cannot interact with anything. Can I throw something through here? Well, I'm going to cut the video here later. Those 2 levers might control the doors with the skulls, and those might be the torture chambers. That would make sense. Something died inside him of him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle. Okay then, back again.
Ah, you again. You're a good boy, and I appreciate your compliment. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Or
You
it
should hurry,
is...
Daniel. No time for sitting around.
It can be repaired from here maybe, or at least influenced from here. Those are the doors. They're not really even doors, they're like trapdoors or something. They vanish in the wall, in the ceiling. Let's see. They are operated by steam. They're connected and they
Whatever it takes.
go into that wall.
Ah, you again. You're a good boy, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of. You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around. You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of. You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
The good old boxing game.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
God damn it.
You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
This is a form of torture, no kidding. Oh, look at that.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Oh, those nasty game designers.
You're
I hate you.
and I appreciate
I hate you.
But I believe you have more important things.
Letting me go through all this babbling there. I'll take it all back, by the way. I hate this guy. I'll turn him off the second I get the chance to. He has babbled long enough. Did I tell you about this one time when I went to blah blah blah? Ugh. Where was the machine room? So this opens both doors. Okay. And now it's Happy Monster time. The music already indicates that.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Don't be sorry. I'll do just fine. So we are friends now, huh? Friends in need of killing people. Oh, spiders. I see you. You little shits. You're just waiting for me there. That's not going to happen. Well, oh, we even survived this. Unbelievable. Everything is so red, bloody red. Oh boy. That's not how I planned that. What about our sanity? Barely conscious. Let's keep moving. Well, at least the monster stands out better now, since we can only see shapes and moving objects.
Good going. I knew you could do it.
Where's the off button?
You should hurry.
Damn.
No time for sitting around.
Okay, torture chambers. Orb. Hello. So yeah, I'm kinda lost. Anyone here? I'm looking for an exit. Hello? Hello? Maybe someone wants to get up or something. Hello? Is there anyone down there? Or maybe I should go down there. Ooh. Yes, I can hear you. Shall I help you come up? You need to give me your hand. Oh well. He sounds unfriendly. And that was the last one. Oh, new map. Such filth, you saw it. Good men can safely cheer their departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. We, of course, are the exception. We are something special. Ooh, music change. Dramatic and threatening. Bleeding quite badly. It's been a while since we found some laudanum, some belladonna. These are definitely the torture chambers. Let's just step into the ritual circles, just to be sure.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
A connoisseur, an artisan, a man of taste. He likes his victims ready for just the finest. I don't even know what to say. A man of taste, most definitely. Only the finest torture is good enough for our victims. I cannot even light a candle in here. Hello? Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. Don't worry. I'm not good. Have you turned into a monster? I'm so sorry. That's your random annoying guy from every horror movie. Right? The guy that just doesn't get it until he gets eaten. Hey. Okay. Are we going back now? Kinda losing the oversight here.
Let me go, you brute!
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his
The
lies any
wicked,
attention.
a sinner.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Oh,
Of
the-
course. We are dealing
This
with
is
monsters.
Emil. This is the farmstead. Oh, There's the bells again.
Please, do anything, whatever you want. Anything. Do anything.
Ouchie. This looks like a prolonged torture experience here. The death knell. Are we nuts yet? No. So let's grab it. Did you know, by the way, that not all but many medieval torture instruments were made later in order to create some sort of, like in the 17th, 1800s, I think, to create some sort of dread and fear, because, you know, the medieval ages are supposed to be so brutal and they should make you shudder. So it's like you know, they didn't have horror films, so they had to invent other stuff. So they created, they used props basically, and invented some torture things that weren't even in use back then. I mean, it was still mean enough, don't get me wrong, but many things are just over the top. Piece of orb. So what I'm not getting... Interesting. Purple. It's pulsating, isn't it? No, it gets brighter if I go over it. Its texture and color are constantly changing. Yeah, what I don't get, the last time I saw this white message thing, we had that 3 times, and it was always that box with the strange runes. And now it is from this thing. Oh damn, can I not read that again? Shit. That's annoying. We are better though. We're healing. Not only our sanity regenerates, but also our health. That's cool. And there's suddenly a guy there. Hey dude. Can I help you out? Tickle your feet? Did he appear after we opened the door? Let's keep that one for later. This is where the monster is. This sounds like someone is sawing a leg off or something. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The man stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. So, are they really criminals or aren't they? Oh, we can see what happened here. Neat. Well, if you get bored, I guess you have to entertain yourself somehow in a lonely castle. And a rat. Another body? No, or maybe he was there already before. And there's a weight that's keeping him down, dragging him down. We really don't like this room, don't we? The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the man contemplated their next step. Shackles. Damn! That hurt. My brain. Oh boy. Whee! Nope. Oh. We really needed that. Alarm! Okay, so now we have 3 pieces, right? Texture and color are changing. Crystal clear. Holy moly. Well, oh yeah, we can go up here. You again. Oh, it's so peaceful. Now I remember. Compared to the house, compared to the dungeon, the whole house thing is so quiet and peaceful. Oh, there's one of those. String. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected powers. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then to continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient as it will trigger itself into greater fear, simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. I'm not sure if I agree with that observation. I mean, neither the game developers nor I myself can really tell. Definitely, there are not many people that know how torture really works, but my guess is if I just look at the reactions of fear in general, like what people, like I said before, what people say, what people fear is different. Like, it's an individual thing, right? And I think to a certain degree it also is how people react. Like, some might just try to flee, some react with apathy, and another one reacts with anger, and the other tries to I don't know, act like it doesn't really affect him. So I think there are multiple ways to react there. I find it hard to imagine that they really all react the same way. But I'm not sure. But maybe after a certain point you're just broken. Who knows? Human mind is extremely efficient to create a fear simply by imagining it. Yeah, the power of imagination, right? While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient in the process if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses. If possible, with breaks to let the body settle. Oh, how nice. If you're whipping or cutting the victim, strike once. Wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. Oh, this is a torture manual. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. They're really milking fear here, basically. Milking pain, rather. And terror. And through some form of magic, it's the blood gains something from it. I don't know, a higher white blood cell count or whatever. And if we connect this with the whole orbs thing and Tin Hinan, what was her name? Hinan. Then it sounds like she wants people to suffer, basically. She takes pleasure out of it, or energies out of it. Since this is the instruments they're using, right? They use the orbs and everything, so my guess it is connected. Anyway, only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. Weird. We are so damn evil. That thing is for sure, though. We are a mean motherfucker. Not only killing people to survive, but torturing them. We're basically like Alexander Brandenburg now. Not much better. Is it you, my love, I miss the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Where is home, though? Oh, I wonder how you look like now. A demonic sultan. He's probably like the Ant Boss, right? Just a gigantic demon. Not an old, wrinkly guy. So, what do we do now? We got this now. A tough string made from hemp. We can smoke something. We could combine... Oh no, not like this. We could combine them, but those are only 3 thingies. What does our journal say? Oh, this is just one... There are 2 doors for the torture chambers. I totally forgot about that. Carefully cutting the man open again. Yeah, craft, artisan, skill, and pride. Splish splash. What is those? What's that supposed to mean? There's no water here. That's a lie. You cannot fool me. It's a lie. Will you react to that? I mean, we have been there, so
Unless there's something else.
you don't need to go in there again.
You seem to have found all the ore pieces used in the transfer. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Thanks for the info. Ooh, 3. Oh, that's not bad. But let's use it around the corner. Like here. Otherwise it is a waste. Hey, hello! Agrippa channels Via. Via taunts me from the other side of music. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts. And still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. Oh, this is Brandenburg speaking. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion. Ha ha ha. Look who's talking. In a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Vaya claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige. But how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. And after all this time, you're still looking to get a woman back that you loved. Man, that's kind of sad. Killing all those people, and just let go, man. Just let go. To release Agrippa without killing him, Vaya told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae and tempter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. Of course, it's all there. It's not like we have to leave the castle to find a certain herb or something, right? No, it's all just here, in the same place. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tempter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Keank. I will have to address Vaya with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. That's what we were hearing, right? Oh, another one of those. Laudanum, finally. Well, we're not going to waste it now. Isn't there a light source in here? Thanks. Not exactly bright. Maybe I should have lit this one. Thanks again. In court, the Order of the Black Eagles spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time but by anguish. Cool. Lots of stuff. We're like half full. There are only 2 rooms, but we need 3 pieces. Something died inside him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle. Yeah, we had that. Oh yeah, there's a big hall. Oh, the nice music again. It's a little mystic, right? It's strange somehow, but also calming. After the man had secured the prisoners, the ritual began. Where's my orb? Orb? I need an orb. An orb. More rituals. I just want to drain my sanity. Damn them all.
5th of
Whoa.
August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer.
Unlike
Hurry.
you. No, fuck this. Now they really want me to experience what Daniel experiences.
Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Take the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines. Please.
He's mocking him.
Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Nasty shit.
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Rose oil. What have we done? What have we gotten ourselves into?
Regent's Park.
Where? Slight headache. The beautiful music is gone. Why didn't we remember things in a different order? That would have been helpful. The fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum infestation. He smashed it against the bedpost. We had that. Right? If you had one of those Alexander memories earlier? Then we would have known.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
That's some weird shit. Can we walk around here without going nuts? That doesn't look good. What's that? It's just the abyss. No worries. And what's growing in here? Anyway, and what's behind this door? Fascinating. Mother, I'm back. Damn, you look nasty. You know, you can say one thing at least about this castle. They sure don't run low on candles in here. They must have like a huge cellar full of them. You shit. Fucking jump scare. She opened her arms to invite me in. Oh, no good. No good. Alarm bells. Yeah, I'm coming right away. Just let me loot the other rooms here. Piece of orb. Yeah, maybe I'm not coming. I think I just decided against it. Fucking jump scare asshole. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. Yikes. Should we go inside, just for the fun of it? No, I bet there's a mechanism that will, like auto-close that thing and fuck us up. This is quite a room. It's all red and we're not even hurt. Well, not like that anyway. Very spooky. Look at the art. Some thorny cages in here. Pipes. Yeah, you gotta have those pipes to get the machinery running. Who?
Find a way.
What? Have we been spotted? They're not that dumb, sadly. Uh-oh. Do I need more light here? Am I going insane? Let's take a look. Peekaboo. Oh, there it is. Ooh, did he see me? Brrr. There's something stuck in his behind and it hurts really bad. That's the sound he is making. La 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 la. We're just wandering through the abyss. Monsters everywhere. Who cares? I just need a door to get out of here. And we will be fine. So he didn't spot me, that's interesting. I thought he would have more, higher developed senses. But that was relatively... forget it, I didn't say anything. It's extremely difficult to avoid those guys. Extremely, barely possible, really. It's just by sheer luck that you avoid them. It's not like the heavy breathing is giving them away or anything. Yeah, you really can't tell where he is, to be honest. He sounds like a rusty drawer. Alright, later. We are still alright. For going through what we have seen, for seeing that right now. We're still doing fine. Well, well.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Nope. Just a wheel of flesh and broken bones. Piece of rope. Anything else here that we need? Piece of rope. Maybe. Alright, I'm going. Okay, dude, we're back. So, how are things here down in your dungeon? How's life down here? Must be really rough. What do you eat, by the way? Forget it. Forget it, I didn't ask. The air is like blood instead of air. Uh-oh. This is not a good hiding place. Let's go. down there? I guess. Oh yeah, there he is. This is better. A little better. Is he making the ground shake? I mean, he doesn't look that heavy. You need to make a diet, my friend. Ooh, death awaits. Will it break down? No, it won't. Good. Look at those lanterns. They are like blood as well. Super spooky. This is not that easy to understand how the room is actually built. Tissue is quite soft and should be possible to break open with a tool. Give me that. Poison gland. What did we need that for? Man, look at this. We're almost full on everything. We had a recipe. And we have 4 ore pieces now. No, I wanted to combine this. Does not work. Okay. Let me see how this thing works. Channels via? Is this one? Paralyzer, internal gland. Fertile ground. Vitae. Alright, we need vitae. An agonized human's blood. And... okay. Let's see if we can find blood. Shouldn't be that hard down here. Well, there's an agonized cow. There's a guy inside here, right? The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His scream of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the man could hear the brazen bull bellow. This is getting depressing. All that torture. Open that. Is there still some blood in there? Let's see. Not this way. Oh, we can light this. Ouch! Jesus. Where do we milk the bull? Ah, come on. And why is the door open anyway? The door? Was there a door even? The earth is trembling. This is no good. That's better. Do we need to put something in there? The human? The flesh thingy? I cannot really open it again. Crystal clear. It opens just a little bit. Okay, maybe it goes somewhere else. The bell is annoying. Let's leave the room for a second and see what's on the other side there. Probably another monster. Man, can barely see anything. Uh-oh. I'm not here. Never mind me. Just the roots and some rocks. He did see me, right? He sounded so eager. Uh-oh. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, he sounds like he has seen something. Left or right, my friend? What will it be? You go left, I go right. No. I need the Vitae. I thought there might be another room somewhere here. Instead I'm playing Catch Me If You Can with those monsters here. I mean, it says, the note said, I cannot kill the shadow, but I wonder, can I kill one of those monsters? Probably not, right? They're quite deadly. I mean, they basically one-hit me. And then I'm slowed. And then I'm dead. Is this the pipe from the ballroom? Should we follow it? This is where the monster went, but what the hell? Ooh, he's coming from there. He changes his direction. I don't like that. I want to see the end of the pipe there, where it leads to. This is probably wrong, and we need to go. Yes, okay, why not? And we need to go somewhere else, but who knows? There's something big in here, right? Choir entrance. It had gone too far. The man was suffocating. We had that as well. Whew. Alright, this is the entrance. And we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of orb. So we might try to combine them. And look after the Vitae thing later. The thick liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed excessively to consume every drop. He looked through the window at the widespread forest and the morning sun. Will this ever end? He thought. Yeah, indeed. It's Groundhog Day, like I said. It's Groundhog Day in Castle Brandenburg. Did we touch this? Ah, yeah, we did. They always go away after they spook you for a second, right? They don't wanna like be
He's coming.
be
Incredible.
annoying.
You found Vire's recipe. There might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vire described. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Okay, I see. This is strange though, because you know there was this memory, one of the bright white ones, that said that Agrippa betrayed someone. I think it was a woman, and he went through the gate instead of her, something like that. By the way, this gate sounds like a pathway to hell, if you ask me. But who knows? And so yeah, why is Agrippa still here? Well, that doesn't really make sense. I think I'll have to go through all the notes one more time to clear up some things, to get a better understanding of what's going on. And I have the feeling we're nearing the end here. It's already about an orb, and the inner sanctum is nearby, I guess. The date is getting closer and closer. The day we regained our memory, we woke up at the beginning of the game, that date. So, yeah. That would be another form of torture, right? If you are stuck in an eternal loop. There are some horror stories like that, like I don't even know the author. I think it's a little older one, where a guy on a train makes a bargain with the devil, something like that. He meets the devil on a train, and he makes the deal that he wants to be frozen in the happiest moment in time of his life, and he gets to choose when he activates that feature, and the devil grants him his wish. And the downside is he gets his soul. The devil gets the soul of the guy he makes the contract with. So the man is trying to be clever and says, yeah, well, I don't care about my soul when I'm eternally stuck in a moment, right? But later he cannot decide, so he lets all good moments of his life pass by, and in the end he's like an old guy and he's just about to die, and then the devil, or was it even death, one of the two, the personified death, I don't remember, comes and says, dude, it's time to go. And then the guy has one last ace up his sleeve and one trick left, and says, yeah, this might not be an awesome moment to freeze forever, but hey dude, at least you're stuck with me here now. So he chooses exactly that last moment, and he's stuck with the devil, or death, I don't even remember, on a train forever. Don't ask me how that will play out, but yeah, that was his solution to his dilemma. Anyway, we shouldn't put the orb together yet, according to Agrippa. I don't know if we can trust this guy though. But Yeah, we
I
will
see you have all the orb pieces you need.
find out soon
I know I
enough.
have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vaya's tongue before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save
We
it.
are all suckers in here. We are
My
all
faith is in
evil
your
assholes. We all don't deserve to live, dude. Anyway, I'm ending it here. See you soon. Bye bye.